So I talked this morning at this event here in Dallas, and I swear sometimes it's like pulling teeth. I just want to walk out and shake these guys. There's a room full of business owners, really committed, serious entrepreneurs. I believe that they're serious and they're passionate and they want to grow their business and all this good stuff. But sometimes I need people to understand how much the world has changed, and that what got you here will not get you there. In fact, it hasn't been getting you there for a couple years now, and a lot of us are just kind of awakening to this reality, and that's why we're going to these conferences, trying to figure out what's changed, seeking new information. But the biggest obstacle I see is I can give people information till I'm blue in the face, but if they're not willing to actually change their behavior, it's like therapy. If they don't enter into the room saying, okay, whatever I find out, if it feels like truth, I'm willing to walk out of this room and take action on the basis of that truth. However different it is, however uncomfortable it is, however disruptive it is to their norm or their daily cadence that they have right now, there's no point in seeking truth if you're not willing to take action on the basis of that truth. So, I shared with this room how much the world has changed, and I got a lot of smiles and a lot of nods, and I swear though, at the end, I do my best. I put my energy out there and try to get everybody rallied up and fired up, and at the end I feel like most of the room just went out back to the norm, back to their status quo. And sadly, their status quo is an aging, dying status quo, because there's a couple things happening in any industry, in any business that's worth being in. There are a few things happening right now. One is it's getting more crowded. The simple fact of the population is growing, more people are having more money to start more businesses, the economy's doing well, cities are attracting more and more people. So your competition is increasing in any relevant industry, any relevant niche. And at the same time, you have just about every business is embracing technology. You have software platforms rolling out. You have automation happening. So you have not only more people competing with you in business, but the individual business owner is actually able to do more business because they have more efficient systems. They have automation. They have more leverage, more they can do with their time. So say you're in insurance and you live in a town with 500,000 people, and it used to be that 500,000 people needed 500 insurance guys because one insurance guy could only service 1,000 people in the town. But now with automated underwriting and electronic filing and all the systems and automated follow-ups, an insurance guy can handle 10,000 people. So you've got each insurance guy can handle 10 times as much volume, and you've got twice as many insurance guys. So it's a compounding effect that basically results in you being completely irrelevant. Your market doesn't need you anymore, because it's got 10 times more people to choose from that can all cover 10 times more customers than before. And you're sitting there frustrated, pulling your hair out, wondering why it ain't like it used to be, wondering why your ad in the Yellow Pages isn't converting. And so what I want to say to you is that the only thing that matters now, and obviously a black and white statement like saying the only thing that matters, people are going to poke holes in and go, well, this matters too, and this matters too. Okay, that's all great. But in terms of your action and your behavior, if you act as if the only thing that matters now is getting known in your industry, you will be 100 times better off than if you act like there's 10 other things that matter. Just become known as the person for whatever your thing is. If it's insurance, if it's chiropractic, if it's pest control, if it's real estate, if it's ranting on video, like whatever, just become as known as the guy who does that. Top of mind awareness. People they want to know, like, and trust you. And everybody's so worried about being trusted because of their value proposition and the features and benefits of their business and how they're going to get their message to market and, craft the perfect offer and all this stuff. Nobody gives a crap if they've never heard of you. You can't be trusted if you're not first liked. Liked just means being shown, just means getting exposure to who you are as a person and your personality and your offering, but you can't even be liked if you're not known. And for most of the people I see and most of the people I talk to, they are toiling in irrelevance. They are literally rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic that is their business, that is drifting into obscurity, thinking that moving all these parts around are making a difference, when at the end of the day, what they really need to be doing is they need to be out there getting known, building awareness. You do enough of that, and the natural authority that builds simply by virtue of the fact that you're recognized, will do more to sell your product and give you pricing power than any amount of expertise. And that may be a really sad reality for a lot of entrepreneurs to hear, a lot of business owners to hear, who've spent decades refining their craft and becoming the best at what they do. But at the end of the day, right now in the world we live in, the guy who is better known than you can charge higher prices than you, regardless of how great you are at your thing. So, you know, that's a tough message, and I preach that message, and a lot of people disregard the message, and then they keep coming back to events to hear more people preach the same message, and the results never change. Hopefully that's not you, all right? Catch you later.